Okay, I want you to take a look at these pictures. The first one is a mountain, and the second photo has trees. This pattern is familiar to you, isn't it? It's a natural phenomenon that you're used to seeing. It's within the patterns of lightning, cracks on the sidewalk, and even our neurons have the same pattern. Derived from the Greek word dendron, it is said that dendritic fractals are one of nature's most efficient patterns and shapes. Dendrites are efficient in large surface area and parallel processing. That is why our neurons and blood vessels have small branches within branches and why trees have roots. Dendrites make it efficient for multiple places to receive the same information in a short amount of time, in a wider range, and at the same time. To give a context about what fractals are, a fractal is a never-ending pattern no matter what you zoom into a fractal shape. For example, you may have seen this famous triangle on social media known as a Sierpinski triangle. You can see that no matter how much we zoom in, the shape always is the same. An equilateral triangle within an equilateral triangle within an equilateral triangle within. Well, nature's pattern follows a similar principle. Though there is not a definite equation to represent dendrites, we can use n equals s to the power of d. This formula can be used to find any of strictly self-similar fractals, such as the Sierpinski triangle I mentioned above. N is the number of miniature pieces in the final figure, or how many possible repeating patterns of fractals. S is for the scaling factor, the measurement of how much you zoom into a fractal for the pattern to repeat. And d is for spatial dimension of the shape. For example, if d equals 2, then it's a 2D object. We can also see that n and s are directly proportional. The smaller the scale, the more likely we will find repeating patterns of the fractal. So for example, if we're looking at this tree here, a 3D object, if the scale factor is 7, then the smaller branches within that scale will be roughly around 343. So why is it important to know the fractal of nature? Not only is it important to understand nature, it is important to understand ourselves through these fractals, find solutions, and discover the unknown. Who knows if it can help solve world hunger using dendrites? Who knows if it can find a cure for cancer using these fractals? Who knows if the universe is shaped like a dendritic fractal and black holes are the entrance through the smaller branches within the stars? Thank you for watching.